What we've got here is what's known as artifacts from Inuit Indians. These have been around for thousands of years and they're used in various purposes there, and people have now adapted them to handles. This is a fire starter. Like Boy Scouts, you'd put a thing in here and start it this way. This is an ice chisel. You can see the end is pointy. You'd use it to crack ice or break things. This is on a model 13.6.
How old is that?
This knife is probably done, they've stopped using artifacts at Randall about 8 to 10 years ago. The pieces are not that easy to come by, and they're very desirable and unique. And then people kind of fit it that way, and the more rough and beat up, the better. This is on a bare buoy. This is on a model 13.6. This is a model 14. Somebody put good looking spacers on there. A lot of them have holes in the corner they would use as fishing weights. It's a very dense material, quite heavy, very pretty. And they range anywhere from albino white to greens and blues, which are the most desirable, especially blues that are on both sides. These are sometimes used in fire. They don't burn, and the holes have been used probably for 2 generations. Very, very unique, desirable pieces, and hard to find. This is in a rattlesnake sheath that's quite desirable, done at Randall. It's actually a fairly hard to find sheath. Unique items.
How old is that handle material, you think?
These are all fossilized walrus. I would assume, I'm not an expert on geology, but I'm going to guess thousands of years old. They usually find it dug up on the beaches or on an animal when they dig up bones and along those kind of things. Very, very unique and cool.
So, did somebody put that hole in there, like for smoke tobacco or something? Or
I would say they're called fire starter holes, and as a Boy Scout or an Eagle Scout would know, you get a stick and you rub it back and forth, and they get friction in there, and they put a little bit of lint or they put a little bit of hair in there, and it creates a spark or a flame, and then that's how you can get your fire started. Obviously back then they didn't have any magnesium sticks and things like we have now.
So these handles are very rare?
I just find them very appealing and attractive. You can get your normal handles that are no big deal, anywhere from man-made materials to stag to regular fossil walrus with no features like this. And the other thing that's interesting is that they won't attach these to the knives anymore. So it's kind of very much a collector's item. It's a niche item that somebody's got to really appreciate or enjoy. But the supply is fixed, and people collect almost everything.
My viewers are always asking prices. Could you mind giving us some rough idea what these would go for?
I would guess that if there was a normal handle on there, these are probably $800 to $1,000 knives, depending on if it's man-made material or not. But once you get these, the circulation, they don't turn over hands too often. There's not many out there. These are probably in the area of maybe $2,500 to $3,000 a piece. But it's kind of like just a negotiation among people who really appreciate it and don't. You can set your price really whatever you want, but you know, let's kind of name your price on what you want. The market's not as big for other pieces. This one's priced at $2,900. This is priced at $4,000. I actually have it sold to a person down in Texas. This one here, it's actually the sheath here is quite desirable because they don't make many of this. This one's at $2,500. This is called a 13.6 or an Arkansas toothpick, and it actually it works real well.
Well, they're beautiful and interesting knives. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Thank you.